Bottom line, the idea that computers will take over the world has always been a great theme to use when the goal is to attract people's attention.
You are now listening to Surelgar MD.
Sorel MD, artificial intelligence, will it take over a radiologist's job? This video isn't meant to be an end-all be-all on the subject, but it's a start. First and foremost, the work being done with artificial intelligence is pretty compelling. Computers are able to parse through and understand imaging data. And when they are trained by humans, they're able to make discrete diagnoses quickly and reliably. I'm talking about diagnoses like pneumonia, enlarging lung nodules, intracranial hemorrhage. There are algorithms out there that can detect these diagnoses with greater speed and accuracy than a human radiologist. And that's just the straight up truth. I think that all radiologists at some point think about whether a computer could help them read images. It's only natural. I remember sitting at a workstation at 4 in the morning during my residency. I was staring at a head CT. I realized at that time the most important visual task I had was to exclude acute hemorrhage. And what that literally meant at that point in time was in a sea of black pixels, I was looking for a few pixels that were colored white. I was looking for an amorphous collection of white pixels intermixed in a sea of varying shades of gray. And I knew the brain anatomy. See, I knew the caudate and the internal capsule, the flocculus and the tuberosinium. But in that moment, none of that information mattered. The only information that mattered was, is this white stuff in there? Because based on the results of that, clinicians can decide to initiate stroke therapy with TPA. So as I sat there in that 4 a.m. haze, the thought came into my mind that couldn't a computer help me sort through these pixels and tell me where the bright ones were? In radiology, we spend a lot of mental effort and time doing tedious, repetitive visual tasks. It's about time we started using the power of a computer to help us complete them. By spending less time on these repetitive, mundane tasks, perhaps we could free up our minds to focus on some more, say, nefarious problems, such as, how should we really be managing thyroid nodules? Now for the important question. Will computers make radiologists go extinct? I think the answer to this is a resounding no. Artificial intelligence sounds like a pretty new concept, but machine learning isn't exactly a new idea in radiology. There are literally papers from the 50s describing it. In breast imaging, there is a software program approved for use for analyzing mammograms. It's been around for about 20 years. They call it CAD, Computer-Aided Diagnosis. Not quite as sexy as artificial intelligence. If you ask most mammographers whether they use this program, they would say yes. But if you ask them if they trust this program, they would say no. And if you ask them the real reason that they use this program, well, they probably wouldn't tell you. We have access to artificial intelligence tools in radiology already. We just don't talk about them that much. Look around at the world that surrounds you. Is it as technologically advanced as you would be led to believe based on your internet research? We're still waiting in line to pay for our lunch in the cafeteria. We still have mail showing up on our doorstep. We still use fax machines to transmit data between different medical offices. On the one hand, there are people on the internet telling you that radiologists are going to go extinct. And on the other hand, you have an overwhelming need for more radiologists to keep up with the growth in this amazing field of medical imaging. Bottom line, the idea that computers will take over the world has always been a great theme to use when the goal is to attract people's attention. Unfortunately, I think that attracting attention is the real goal of pretty much everything that you read on the internet. That's my take. Surel MD. Thanks for watching.